Hello, my name is Natalie Schmidt, and I'm going to be giving you a tutorial for Lexia Core 5 literacy program. This is designed for kindergarten through 5th grade students. It even begins with some pre-K skills. I'm going to be showing you two components, the teacher side of Lexia and the student side. We are looking at the login screen for the teachers. You go to mylexia.com and it's going to ask you to sign in or create an account. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my account and click next. Then I'm going to have to enter my password and click sign in. And then it takes me to a home screen of my class roster. You can see listed over here the students in my class, the grade level material that they are currently working on. So you can see I've got some kids working in first grade level, kindergarten, first, second, and so on. And this is a second grade class. And then here it kind of gives you an overview of their goals, how much minutes they've earned, and how much more time they needed. So target is the goal. So you can see most of my students have about 40 minutes as their target time on Lexia. And then over here it tells me how many total minutes they've spent on it this week. So I've got some kids that have passed their goals, some kids that are close to their goals. And over here it gives a little green check when they've met the time that they've needed, and then a little plus sign with how many more minutes they still need to go to complete their goal for that week. Over here it tells you the units that they have gained this week and the target units that they should. So for my student Nicholas, his target was 8 units to progress this week, and he actually earned 24, so he's doing really, really well. Over here, it shows my skills progress. When I started Lexia at the beginning of the year, I had 6 students in GML, which stands for grade level material, and 16 students below. Currently, I have 7 students now in grade level material and 15 students below. So it shows me where they were auto-placed and how they're progressing through that. So as I scroll down, I can see some more graphs, some more predictors. I can manage my students down here by editing the class, adding students, removing students. I can print the roster. I can print login cards for them to take home to see their login so they can log on from home. So this is just a great overview to see student progress in the program. One of my favorite additional resources other than just what the kids do online is skill builders. I can click on a student and see practice skills that they could use. Over here it tells me this student has 50% completion and accuracy with advanced word chains, 16% with multisyllable words, 20% with simple suffixes, and so on. It will give you lessons over here if it thinks that a student is really significantly struggling, and it'll give you step-by-step instructions on how to review that for students. Another great resource that I love is something called Lexia Skill Builders over here in the Lexia Core 5 section. In this section, it creates printables based on skills and grade levels. So if I know that that student was, let's look back at him. He needed more practice with Sight Words 5. Sight Words 5. So I can go look at those resources and look for Sight Words 5. So I see Sight Words 2, Sight Words 4, Sight Words 5. Right here I can select, and then I can click on the little symbol over here, and it will generate some printables that I can print for him to practice those words some more. They've got some coloring in the correct words, tracing and writing, again identifying, finding them in a word search, filling them in the blank so that they make sense and are spelled correctly. So this is just another additional resource that I love to use when they don't have time to be on the computer. I only have 6 in my classroom, so not everyone can be on at the same time. So it's a great at your seat practice center that I use in reading. So that is a quick overview of the teacher side of Lexia, and now I'll show you what it looks like for students. So I'm going to look at that same student and log in as him so you can see what the student side looks like. Now there is sound, and I'm going to check that it is his name, but it will not show sound on the free version. So it gets logged in, and it gives you a little virtual map of the world as we're coming in, all the places that he's been working on. Now, another great thing that I love about this screen is that students can track their goals and their progress toward it. Up here in this little blue banner, it says his goal is 40 minutes, and it shows him that he has surpassed that to 48 minutes. You have met your goal. Down here in this same little area, it will tell them how many more minutes they have to go until they meet their goal, if they're still working towards it. So we'll go ahead and get in. It's going to take us to the country that he left off at.
Get ready to warm up.
And we're going to do
Choose
a quick
activity
little warm up. We'll do fast find.
This is your high score. Now try to beat it.
So he'll come up and
look at each word and choose the one that matches.
Telling me to look
See
at each
how
word
many you
and
can
choose
do
that
before
ones
the time's
that match.
up. Ready? Go.
So I am picking words that are spelled correctly. Shows me the word, and then I've got to find it as quickly as I can. Spelled correctly. This is good sight word review. So when we get through it, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I can hit the little red X up here to take me back to my screen, and it's got all different types of activities throughout the game that provides all different types of skills, phonemic awareness, vocabulary, comprehension, sentence structure. I mean, everything that you can think of that covers the 5 components of literacy. So this is a great resource for teachers and students to get some extra literacy practice. It is a little pricey, and that the quote will go down when it's a whole school-wide purchase. But again, this is Lexia Core 5, and I hope you found this helpful.